Yo, what's going on everybody? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back to another video. Now in this one, we have a ton to go over. We're going to start by talking about the water level decrease that happened this morning and what that might mean for cars and the Atlantis POI. Speaking of the Atlantis POI, we have an official confirmed date for when it's going to be available for us to access within Fortnite, and it is way sooner than you think. All this is just the tip of the iceberg for what we're going to cover in today's video, so make sure you stick around all the way until the end. Huge shout out to all of the legends rocking code PINEAPPLESYT inside of the Fortnite item shop. I really appreciate all of your support, and really goes a long way in terms of helping me be able to give gifts back to you guys as frequently as I do. I give away probably 100 gifts every single month. If you want to be one of the lucky recipients who ends up winning a gift, you should go and follow me over on caffeine.tv. That is my live stream. The link for that will be in the description. Alright, so let's start off by talking about the water level decrease that happened earlier this morning, probably about 12 hours ago. So here's the gift comparison, and this is courtesy of Fire Monkey over on Twitter, showing exactly what changed. Now this is really strange because somehow the Fortilla moved to the south, and that whole southwestern region has gotten a lot different. Now you can also see Sweaty Sands has been completely restored, with the dock that was originally off the northern coast of the POI now removed. Now you can also see the alleged POI that's going to be called Atlantis in the northwestern corner is starting to show up a little more clearly. Now the whole POI is going to be revealed, wait for it, on August 1st. That is the next date that the water level is set to go down. It's interesting because the water level started off dropping every 1 to 2 weeks. Recently though, it's been dropping every 2 to 3 days, so I'm not sure if they just kind of sped that up as time went on or if that was planned from the start, but regardless, only 2 days remaining, less than 48 hours in total until we're going to end up getting the Atlantis POI finally revealed to us. I'm really curious to figure out if Atlantis is going to play any role in the storyline, if Aquaman could end up being a boss of that area. There's definitely going to be some sort of mythic boss there if I had to guess, and it's most likely to be Aquaman, but I'm curious to see what that actually ends up being. We're also not technically sure if the POI will actually be called Atlantis, but I'm heavily thinking it's going to be, based on the fact that Atlantis has been explicitly referenced in the game's files many times. Also, within the Black Manta and Aquaman trailer, you can see that in the background, and of course, Aquaman lives in Atlantis. And then finally, the fish stick skin that was dropped into the game a week or two ago is called the Atlantean fish stick. So that is another very clear reference to Atlantis within Fortnite as it relates to this season. So yes, I would expect it to be called Atlantis, although that's not 100%. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably wondering about the ancient astronaut spaceship, which is currently underwater, and as we saw it last before today's update was underwater. Well, with the new receded water level, it is still underwater, but literally barely. It is almost exposed and it is literally right below the surface at this point. It's also been confirmed that when the water level does drop again on August 1st, which again is in just 2 short days, the entire spaceship will be on its own little island, just like you can see in the picture right now, courtesy of Fire Monkey. Now, along with this spaceship being revealed, remember there are going to be a set of challenges in which we have to attach 3 parts back to the spaceship. I'm still kind of unsure of what exactly these challenges are meant to do, at least for the storyline, because I've seen some things that say, you know, we got to reattach the parts to the spaceship so we can help send them back. But then again, we also have to stop the launching sequence of the spaceship, and there are going to be like attackers we have to defend from. So I don't know, is it possible those attackers could end up being a part of the live event we get later this season? Regardless though, the previous 2 things I talked about are huge, and they're happening in just 2 days. Atlantis being revealed to us, and finally us getting to be able to fully get to the spaceship and complete the challenges, and hopefully hopefully, if we're lucky, get some more information as it pertains to Siona, the ancient astronaut inside, and the astronaut challenges and the storyline, how it relates to this in general. So the next Fortnite update, version 13.4, was literally just added to the staging servers, which means that this update is being tested by Epic Games and is nearing completion. We should be able to expect this update coming sometime next week. Now, it's possible this update could bring about the beloved cars that we've been waiting for so long. In fact, I would think there's a great chance that happens because about a week ago, probably a little over a week ago at this point, Epic Games updated us on Twitter and said there would be a few weeks until we would be road ready, aka until the cars would be out. They've basically already done everything for the cars except actually release them. They've already added the gas station updates. The gas stations were updated in the last patch to be much bigger. There's also gasoline canisters that you can see scattered around the map that will be used to fuel up the car. You can even see the locations and have been able to see the locations almost the entire season of where the actual fuel locations would be by going onto the minimap while you are inside of a vehicle. I also don't think it's a coincidence that when this update drops, it's just going to be a few days after the water level would have receded to its final stage here within Season 3. The water level being on its final stage means that the entire map, or at least the most of the map that we would be able to get this season based on the way the water level is progressing, would have the most land on it of all time throughout the entire season so far. With that, most of the roadways would be open. With the roadways being open, it's the perfect time to release cars. So I don't know, I think the cars are pretty much already in the game. Leakers have said that they are ready to go and just need to be put into the game with a simple hotfix. They're already in the files, so an entire update technically isn't required. So technically, it's possible the cars could be thrust into the game with a hotfix when the water level recedes on the August 1st date. I know everyone in the community, or at least most people, are getting pretty antsy about the cars because we thought they would be out sooner based on leaks. I mean, the original leaked date was July 21st. That didn't happen, and then Fortnite said it would be a few more weeks. So people are getting a little impatient. They want the cars to come out because it is truly one of the most anticipated features of this season. With that said, we're closing in on it now, guys. They can't delay it again because they said it would come out. They even teased it in the season trailer for this season, so it's got to come out, and we're closing in on it. They're in the game. The water level is almost at its final level, and there is a new update coming just a few days after that water level drops. So at the very, very least, I would expect the cars to come out alongside the version 13.4 update for this season, which, all things considered and based on leaks that we have, would be next week, which again aligns with what Fortnite said a week ago with them needing a few weeks before they would be road ready. But again, they could also just kind of drop when the water level recedes. It's a mystery. So here's another piece of news that was announced very recently about another free item in Fortnite. We just had a free emote called Verve. We also had plenty of other stuff we could get this season. And now there's another Avengers crossover, this time with the Incredible Hulk, aka my boy Bruce Banner. So you can actually get two different versions of the Hulk Smasher pickaxe in the bonus Hulk Buster style when you complete the Harm challenges in the Play Avengers beta on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. Now the good thing is, even if you can't earn it for free by playing on the Xbox or PlayStation, you can actually buy these in the item shop at a later date. The amount of superhero crossovers they've done between DC and Marvel is astounding. I mean, they've literally done so many. I'm a huge fan of superheroes, especially Marvel, and I get really excited about this because the Hulk is one of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe in general. Epic Games in general has been really on top of everything in Season 3. They've delivered on a lot of the stuff that the players have asked of them. They've delivered more content overall, had more updates. The map has been dynamic and has evolved over the course of the season, revealing new areas, changing gameplay, and so much more. They've had free stuff we can earn, and most importantly, I don't know if this will stick around for the entire season, but as of now, the season is slated to be the shortest season in Chapter 2, and it's not even close. The end date as it's scheduled for right now is August 27th, which is in just about 27 days, and that whole thing is good because the last 2 seasons have been grueling. If this had been Chapter 1, we would have probably already been on Season 5 by now, but we're already on our 3rd season here, and it's only been 3 seasons, so I'm glad they're making it, or at least it appears as though the season has been shortened with more updates, more content, more attention paid to player feedback, which is overall an amazing thing. So I gotta give it to Epic. They've done a good job this season. I just want it to continue, and most importantly, I want to have a really sick live event that tops even the device from last season, which I think was the best event we've had so far. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.